Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen, where we bring Middle Eastern cooking to America. In today's show, I'll be making stuffed chicken with saffron rice. I will season the chicken with salt and pepper, then stuff it with a mixture of saffron rice, cumin, cardamom, toasted almonds, golden raisins, and dried cherries. Then roast the chicken in the oven until tender and golden. I'm also making this elegant rice mold. The rice is steamed until tender. Portion of it is mixed with some yogurt and oil, spread on the bottom of a pot. Then layers of mixture of sauteed onion, garlic, cumin, cardamom, almonds, golden raisins, and cherries alternately with rice will be added to the pot and cooked over low heat to finish cooking and form an amazing crust. Then I'll mold onto a platter. For dessert, I'll be making a light fancy pistachio cake. 2 layers of cake. The frosting is made by whipping cream cheese and mascarpone cheese, garnished with ground pistachios. We'll start off by making this elegant pistachio cake. It's real nice, it's soft, it's delicious cake. We will prepare the baking pans. I have 2 9-inch baking pans that I will brush with some butter and line with parchment paper. Brush the parchment paper with some butter. The cake will be 2 layers, so we need to use both pans. And I will dust the bottom and the sides of the cake with some flour all around. Just like that, we will dust off any excess flour. And then we will get the second one ready. Brush with some butter, the bottom and the sides of the pan, line with parchment paper. Brush the parchment paper with some butter. You could use oil, you could use any other grease. And dusting it with some flour will give us that beautiful golden brown crust. We just move it around, make sure everything gets nicely coated with the flour. And now the cake pans are ready. We will start off by mixing the dry ingredients together. For this recipe, I need 2 cups of cake flour. To make the cake flour, we need to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and fill the cup with all-purpose flour all the way to the top, and we want to make sure we level the cup. Of course, you can buy cake flour. It's a little bit expensive, but it's so easy to make though, just by mixing 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with filling it with all-purpose flour. So we need to prepare another cup of cake flour. Fill it all the way to the rim. Level the cup. Probably need to add a little bit more and level the cup just like that. And we'll go in a small bowl like this. Also, we need to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So we'll go in the mix and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll mix them until just blended, and we'll set them on the side for now. Now to the mixing bowl, I will add 1.5 sticks of softened butter, which is 3/4 cup. We'll whip it. And to this, I will add 1.5 cups of sugar. We'll whip it until nice and fluffy. The butter and the sugar mixture is nice and creamy. And now I will add the flour mixture, a little bit at a time, alternately with some milk. We're using 1 cup of milk. And we'll keep mixing. Into this, I will add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a good quality vanilla extract. And we'll mix until nice and creamy. Mixture is nice and creamy. Now to this, I will add 1 cup of whole pistachios, shelled and non-salted pistachios. And also, I will zest 1 whole lime. It's gonna give it a lot of flavor. All these beautiful citrus and the pistachio mixer to this, it's gonna be amazing. I have zested all the lime and it smells amazing. Now I will zest 1 whole lemon, just so we can add more flavor to this delicious cake. I have zested the whole lemon, and now I will zest this whole orange too. I have the lime zest, lemon zest, orange zest, and pistachios into the cake mixture. Look at these beautiful colors. Look at this amazing mixture. Gently, I will just mix everything until nicely blended. And then we will set this on the side. In another mixing bowl, now we need to whip the egg whites. I'm using 5 egg whites for this recipe. So I will separate them. Egg white will go in the bowl, and we will discard the yolks. So we need 5 egg whites altogether. Perfect. Now, the beater I had washed and dried. It has to be completely clean, ready for us to whip the egg whites. And we will just whip the egg whites until soft peaks form. It's gonna be really fluffy and creamy. The wicks are nice and whipped. Look how gorgeous. You know when they're ready, when this is not falling from the whisker, and then when they hold themselves like that. And this is exactly how we want them. So this is perfect. And now what I would do is gently, I will fold the whipped egg whites into the cake mixture into few additions. We don't want to break them, so gently we just mix everything until nicely blended. And then we'll add another addition. This is going to give us this fluffy, amazing cake. And gently we fold until nicely blended. And then we will pour the mixture into the prepared pans. We'll divide it equally in between the two prepared pans. So we'll just spread it evenly, just like that. And try to tap it to get any air bubble out. And now it's ready to go in the oven to bake. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. We'll bake the cakes in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. We'll check on the cakes. They've been baking for 35 minutes. Gorgeous, golden brown, both of them. Insert the wooden score in the middle to make sure they are cooked. The cakes immediately on cooling rack, just like that. We will remove the parchment paper and we will do the same thing for the other one. The parchment paper and we'll let them sit to cool off completely before frosting them. Now it's time to make the frosting that's gonna go on top of the cake. For this recipe, I need 1 package 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's gonna go in a mixing bowl. Half cup of mascarpone cheese. It's real nice and creamy cheese to make frosting from it. And then 1 cup of powdered sugar go in the cup. We'll whisk until nicely incorporated. Check on the mixture. Looks really nice and creamy. I will zest 1 whole lemon to the mixture. That's gonna make the frosting real nice and flavorful, and even it's gonna give it nice color. Love using citrus zest when using any frosting. And now we will zest 1 whole orange also. We're using zest of orange, lemon, and lime. Same thing that we used in the cake mix, just to blend everything together. And now we will zest the lime also. I have all my citrus zest in there. We'll just give it a nice quick stir. Make sure all these incredible zest and fragrant and essential oils are nicely mixed with everything. Look at the color. How gorgeous does this look? It's gonna be beautiful with the pistachios that we're gonna garnish it with. Great. And we'll set it on the side until we are ready to frost our cake. Cakes are nice and cold. I will place 1 layer on top of my serving platter. To this, I will add about half a cup. Actually, I can add about maybe 1 cup on top. Spread it evenly, just like that. For a gorgeous looking frosting, nice and smooth, and you see the bits of the zest in it. It's amazing, smells great too. On top, I will place the second layer of cake, just like that. And then add frosting on top and on the sides of the remaining cake. I have all the frosting in here. What I would do is I will spread it on top and then slowly go down to the sides, just like that. Cover the entire surface and the sides of the cake. Just go down. Perfect. It's much easier to frost cake when the frosting is room temperature and when the cake are nice and cold. I will try to even everything nicely, just like that. So much fun decorating cakes and frosting cakes. If you ever have chance to do this, you should try it. A lot of people try to shy away from it. They think it's very hard, but actually it's not that much to it. It's just take practice. Few times and you'll be an expert. And now, lastly but not least, I will press in some ground pistachios on top, just to give it even more flavor and more character to this cake. Press in some on the side, just like that. It's okay, we will clean everything. Now we will clean, that's why I put some parchment paper in there, so we can remove any excess pistachios that falls. We don't want to waste them. We can reuse them again. It's easier using the brush. Okay, got it. Now it's time for us to prepare the rice. For the rice mold, saffron rice mold, and this we use some of it to stuff the chicken with. For this recipe, I'm using steamed rice. 8 cups of water goes in a pot like this. To this, I'll add 3 cups of long grain rice. And we'll let it cook until it rises to the top and until the rice is tender. I'll add 2 teaspoons salt to the water and the rice, and we'll let it cook. In the meantime, I have half cup of hot water here. To this, I will add about 1 teaspoon of saffron thread, and we'll let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Rice is been cooking, and when it rises to the top, that means it's nice and tender. We will turn the heat off, and I will transfer this whole mixture into a sieve over a bowl to drain all the water. The rice has drained all the water and it looks nice and dry. From this, I will prepare the rice that will go on the bottom of the pot, and this is what's gonna create that golden crust for us. So for this, I will use 2 cups of the steamed rice, the cooked rice, in a bowl, just like this. To this, I will add half cup of oil, ¼ cup of homemade plain yogurt goes in here, about 1 tablespoon of saffron water, we'll mix everything together until nicely blended. We want to be careful, we don't want to break the rice grains. So just gently blend everything together. It's going to give us this amazing crust. And then this will go on the bottom of a non-stick pot that I already brushed with some more oil. You want to make sure you use non-stick pot so we can have that beautiful, nice crust. We'll spread it evenly, just like that. Now we'll continue working on the rice. We need to get the other ingredients ready for the rice, which is going to be the onions, the garlic, and the other things. So I'm heating up some oil in a sauté pan like this. The oil is nice and hot. I sliced 2 large onions. We'll sauté them until golden and soft for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes. Onions are being sautéing for about 3 minutes. Now to this I will add 3 to 4 cloves of garlic chopped, and we'll keep sautéing for another minute until golden. Onion and garlic, it's beautiful golden color, soft, and it's sautéed. Now I will add the remaining ingredients. I will add 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom. This is going to give it that beautiful fragrance for the rice. And then 1 teaspoon of cumin. This rice, it's going to be spicy. It's going to have the nuts. And half cup dried cherries, sour dried cherries goes in there. 1 cup golden raisins. 1 cup slivered toasted almonds, and half crushed noomi basra, dried lime. That's gonna balance the sweetness with the sourness with this mixture. We'll give it a quick stir. Look at this mixture, smells great. We'll saute for another minute, just so we can have everything nicely incorporated, and you can already smell the spices. It smells amazing. Onion mixture is ready for us. It smells great. We will turn the heat off, and then we will get the stuffing for the chicken ready now. I'm using 1 cup of the steamed cooked rice that we have with 1 cup of the onion mixture. Just mix them like that. Into this, I will add 1 teaspoon of saffron rice. Mix them until nicely blended, and we will set this on the side to cool off until we are ready to use it for the chicken stuffing. Now we are ready to assemble the rice mold. So I have already placed the mixture of the yogurt and oil and the rice for the bottom. This will give us a nice crust. To this, I will mount some rice that's gonna go on top. So we're gonna alternate using layers of the rice and the onion mixture. We'll use about maybe 3-4 layers. Perfect. Just try to separate it a little bit. some more rice. Spread it into a nice even layer, just like that. We don't want to press into it. Want to make sure there is room for the rice when it finished cooking to expand, and there is room for it to swell. Now to this I have 1 cup of water, and I'll mix 1/4 cup of oil into the water and pour it over the rice. This is gonna help the rice to finish cooking. Just like that. And then I will just drizzle some saffron water, the remaining saffron, over the top. This is gonna leak through the rice and it's gonna be amazing. Now what I would do is I will take this clean kitchen towel that's gonna go on the top. This is gonna pick any moisture from the rice while it's cooking, so we don't end up with really smushy or sticky rice. This is gonna go on the stove over low heat, and we finish cooking the rice for about 50 minutes. We'll check on the rice. It's been sitting to cool off for a few minutes. I want to make sure we'll let it sit for a few minutes before we unmold it. Look at the beautiful colors of the saffron. It's going to be amazing. And now we will just invert a plate like this on top, and we'll unmold it into this beautiful platter. And look at this gorgeous looking crust and gorgeous looking rice mold. Now we are ready to stuff the chicken. I'm using a whole chicken here that I already washed and pat dry. It's about 5 to 6 pounds. What I would do is I will season the chicken from the inside with some salt and black pepper, and season the outside also with some salt and black pepper, just like that. Perfect. And now what I would do is I will use the stuffing that we set on the side, some rice and onion mixture into the cavity of the chicken, using the whole stuffing. Should be good enough. Chicken is nicely stuffed with all the rice mixture. Now we'll use some kitchen twine to truss the legs together, the feet together. We'll tie it into a knot, just like that. Perfect. We'll truss these inside. Now we will cover it. I will just brush it with some olive oil. It's gonna make it really nice and crispy when it's cooking. Should be good. About a few tablespoons. And then I will cover it with parchment paper and with some foil. Now it's ready to go in the oven to roast. I have my oven preheat it to 400 degrees. We'll cook the chicken in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes to hour and a half until nice and tender. We'll check on our chicken, see how is it doing. It's been cooking for about an hour and it smells great. We will remove the foil and the parchment paper and we will let it roast until golden brown for another 30 minutes. We'll check on our chicken. It's been cooking for an hour and a half. 30 minutes uncovered. Look how gorgeous, golden brown, and it smells amazing. We'll set it on the side for a few minutes before transfer it to our serving platter. That's how much time we have for today. In today's show, we made these incredible, beautiful recipes. We made stuffed chicken with saffron rice. We made saffron rice mold and pistachio cake. Thank you so much for coming to my kitchen and enjoy Middle Eastern cooking. We hope to see you next time with more exotic dishes from the Middle East. Welcome to my kitchen.